for the tsunami victims. If you visit our website at championsway.com/Japan, it would be a great help, and just check it out, and any donation would be greatly appreciated. So if you have a chance, try to get out to there today and take care of that. About Champions Way and Perfect Mind, Champions Way was founded in 1998 by Master Farid. We currently serve over 5,000 martial arts studios. We employ 60 people. Our headquarters is in Vancouver, British Columbia, with an office located in New Jersey. And if you'd like to follow us on any of our social networks, you can do so by visiting facebook.com/championswayfans, twitter.com/championsway, youtube.com/championswayinc, blog.championsway.com, and also the world's largest martial arts online community, community.championsway.com. So today we're going to be going over your role in social media. Okay, this is like a social media staff training webinar. So we'll be going over the roles of each position and what you should be doing with social media. So let's start first with the takeaways of the webinar. So the takeaways: first, the role of the owner with social media. Number 2, the role of the first impression. Number 3, the role of the experience. And number 4, the reports you need. Number 5, how to plan.
Welcome to GoToWebinar, web events made easy.
For today, when I was actually getting started, came in and I had a meeting scheduled with some of you guys might know Ricardo Almeida. He's actually trains Frankie Edgar, and he's also a UFC fighter himself. And when he came to the office today, it was really interesting. He was actually, when he first came in, I thought he was going to want to. We're helping him with his social media, and I thought he was going to be more interested in, his fighting and just trying to promote himself and do things like that. And he said, Nick, what I want to do is I want to be involved with my students. I want them to know what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing, and be involved every single day, like on Facebook, and what I should be doing. And I was actually surprised because, with all the schools that we talked to, very few owners actually want anything to do with that. And I was really happy that he did want to be involved with it, because that is the way you'll be successful. That is the way that your business will be successful with social media, is if you are involved as the owner. So I thought that was a unique, interesting story I wanted to share with you. So as an owner, I don't really think it's something you should pass off, or, this guy, he's fighting in the UFC, he's got UFC champions underneath his belt, he's fighting there, he has a school, he has a family, and he finds time that he wants to be involved with it. So really unique and some motivation for any school owner out there. This year is, danger, keep away, and that's what a lot of owners are saying to themselves. They're saying that they don't want to be involved, that it's too much work for them, and and that's really the wrong approach to have. And what I can tell you about those types of owners is that they will be gone. If they're not involved in the strategy, they're delegating it to just people. They're not involved at all in the process at all. I'm not saying they have to be posting on Facebook, but for people that don't want to be involved at all in the systemization and organizing your social media, I think it's going to be the end of that business. I don't think they'll be very successful, because it is a revolution. It's something that you must be involved with, and if you're not involved with it, you're not going to be able to help your staff. So why your business will die, okay, if you're not involved as the owner in social media, okay? First, it will be too late for you to recover. By the time you decide that you actually want to go into it, and in 6 months or a year from now, you're like, you know what, I better get involved with it, it's going to be too late. The competition's already started, and you need to get on there as soon as possible. Your competition will be too far ahead for you to catch up, right? If you're not getting involved now, by the time you do get involved, your competitors will be involved, and they'll be too far ahead for you to catch up. They're out there, they're on Facebook, they're getting more social followers, and it's going to be really difficult for you to catch up with them. The other thing will be the internet has a history, and so will you or your competitors. So these things that they're doing, if you're waiting a year or two, why would you want to give your competitors a head start, on the internet, on Facebook, on social media, by trying to get prospects and produce content? You don't want to wait that long. And what I said 2 years ago was this, okay? 2 years ago I said, you are now a media company. The question is, do you know it yet? That's the question right now that I have for you guys, is do you know it yet that you are a media company? All right, because PR firms, getting people that are in public relations, Like by the time you actually get them to do everything and put it out there, it's too late. All right, so being a media company means real time. It means you need to have the stuff out there today, not 6 months from now. Like today, you need to be producing content and distributing stuff every single day. So keep that in mind. You do not know. Okay, if this is the question for you guys. If you're not involved, okay, or you're thinking about it, all right, you have no idea what's going on. All right, so you're not involved in social media if you have no idea what's going on. All right, you're not involved in social media if you think a 17 and 18-year-old son or daughter or assistant can get it done alone. All right, if you're leaving your business up to them, then this is not good. All right, you are letting the future of your business be run by a teenager. You say, I want nothing to do with it. You say, once my website is fixed, I will get started. All right? Don't think of it that way, especially with your website. Your website has nothing to do with social media. Your website has nothing to do with getting your front desk organized to make sure that you're getting Facebook followers. It has nothing to do with it. The way you sell and market has changed. So what I'm talking about here is every day your database is becoming less valuable. Every day. All right, it's becoming less valuable. Just having someone's name, okay, and basic address or just a name, that is worthless. That is not really the value of what we're trying to work on here with our clients. We're trying to get you socially interactive with your clients and your leads and your prospects, okay, on a social platform, not just by having their information. So soon your database will be a bunch of names that will be worthless unless you have them on one of your social platforms where you can engage with them, where you can drive them to see different things, okay? So you don't want to just have names and numbers from birthday parties. That's nothing, okay? You need to have names and numbers and getting them onto your social networks with a strategy every single day. The value of your business in the future will be your social reach. That will be the value. So if your social reach right now is 200 people, all right, that is the value of your business, okay? If you have 10,000 people, if you have 20,000 people, obviously, it's just like it's always, you've heard people say, it's a numbers game. You're right. But the numbers game has changed, okay? It's a numbers game. But if you're not getting people like you used to from the Clipper and from other traditional marketing vehicles, then you're going to be in trouble, all right? Or how far someone else can reach for you or with you. Very important. So your social reach might be 200, but you're working with several other businesses, okay, in your community, all right, that their total reach is maybe 10,000 people. If you're working with them and you're able to reach those 10,000 people, all right, then that is really good, okay? If you have none of this, okay, you're not working with anyone in your area, that is really bad because that is where you're going to reach the people. That is how you're going to get people. If you look at, Groupon or you look at, Living Social and things like that, the reason why they're getting out to people and the reason why they're so valuable is just because how many people they're reaching. That's all it is. So we have to apply similar strategies when it comes to what we're trying to do. So there's two types of owners when it comes to social media. There's two types of owners that you're going to see and that we've seen. The first is the one that, I have to give a shout out to Grandmaster Charfella. This guy is out there every single day growing his social reach, every single day hustling, trying to get people to follow him, to follow his business, okay? And these are his followers, all right? And every day he's out there, he's building his network. Then there's the other people that are just too late, that are just, the ones that have the excuses, the ones that are going to just blame it on every single thing besides themselves. So you decide today who you want to be. You want to be like the Grandmaster Charfellows that are building their network, or do you want to be? Are you the person that's giving excuses why Facebook doesn't work? That you don't have enough time. You can't do this. You can't do that. All right. That's it. Those are the two types of owners that we have. So now, if you're already going full force, okay, like you're a school owner that you're working with Champions Way on social media, okay, what you should be focusing on now. The staff management, the best practices of your staff management with social media, their daily job descriptions with social media, the monthly plan for social media, your monthly stats for social media. Network and be the best expert in your area on social media. This is if you're already going full force, okay? If you're already going full force with this is what you need to be doing. If you're just getting started, you need to go through the SMO course or SMM course, which we have starting April 1st. and realize that you're a year and a half behind. Be patient, you will catch up. It is a system of best practices, not a quick way to get students, okay? This type of mentality will not work, all right? If you're just focusing on just a quick way to just get people right away, it's not going to work, because let me just make it really simple for you. Facebook fans, Twitter followers, YouTube subscribers, they're not called, notice I didn't say leads. Followers, fans, subscribers, okay? Those people, you need to hook them up. You need to give them valuable material. That way they tell others. That is how it works, okay? It's common sense. So if you're trying to promote to them, sell them constantly all the time, okay, you're not going to grow your social reach. You need to hook them up. You need to take care of them. Set clear small goals like you did with martial arts. You know, so for example, maybe you're just getting started with Facebook. Your goal is to get your Facebook fan page up and running, and to try to get 100 students on that Facebook fan page within a month. All right, maybe your goal is to just be set up and to understand social media as a whole, as for a business owner. All right, go through the social media course first. All right, set small, clear goals like you did with martial arts. Don't expect to just plug in anything and have it work tomorrow. Get a mentor. All right, one of our clients will be a great mentor for you guys. Okay, what I mean by this is that, you know, you talk to the Tony Millers, the Grandmaster Charter Fellows. There's a lot of them out there that you could talk to about what they did, so you hear from a school owner's perspective. I can tell you every day, but you'll listen to them more, because they're the ones doing it, and you're going to respect them, and you're going to understand, well, you know what? I remember this guy, he didn't have anybody either, so I'm following a similar model. Even though I showed it to him, that's okay. So that's what you want to try to do if you're just getting started. So that's the role of the owner. Now let's talk about the role of the first impression, which is the front desk. Now, this is a picture of someone at the front desk who's basically sleeping on the job, right? And some people came to our staff development course, and they said, you know, Sensei Nick, like, you know, it sounded like some of your questions, like you had some bad experiences with front desk people. I've had bad experiences with almost every person, almost every position in a martial arts school. Instructors, front desk, assistants, all of them. You know, I've had good experiences, but I've had a lot of bad ones too. Okay, and the front desk person, if they don't have a clear description on what they should be doing at the front desk every day with social media, with Facebook, and try to get people's information and driving them to your Facebook and getting them on the pages, you know, they're costing you thousands of dollars. A missed info call costs the business at least $1,000. We know that. Every day the front desk person does not get a walk-in, a student, or a phone call to your Facebook page is detrimental to your school. All right, because if we get them on that Facebook page, that's going to sell them ourselves, and we're using the right, you know, model. If we're having the right mentality, they want to see what other people are saying about our business, and instead of just what we're saying. All right, so when someone comes in or they call, you know, like, give them an incentive to become a fan on your fan page. When they become a fan and they get an incentive, then there's going to be more, and they see other people talking about how much they love your school, you're going to get students naturally. The front desk person must be trained and provide you with a report. SMS, email, and Facebook. That's what they're responsible for every single day, getting people's cell phone numbers, email addresses, and Facebook fan pages. That's what they're responsible for. The job description is being redefined more and more every single day for the front desk person. So if you're not doing these things, my question is, you know, like, I'm sure they're helping you out and so forth, but, you know, they're not helping you get more social followers. And that is their responsibility. Everybody has a role in this. The front desk person is making sure people are aware. The instructors drive people to the pages. The owner provides the content and the material to get people interested in the hookups and the deals, to get people purchasing things. Why is my Facebook page dead? All right, so you know, we went through the first impression, but why is it dead? Your page is dead because of you, because of your staff, your total creativity and follow-through, and there's no direction. That's why your Facebook page will not work. So, you know, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, but once you get it moving, all right, once you get over 1,000 fans, and you could say that you have 800 monthly subscribers talking about your brand, you let me know another way where you could have 800 people talking about your brand every single month. I'm using a number because that's what we have right now. I'll show you our Facebook Insights page. We have 800 monthly active users on our Facebook page talking about champions, which converts into actual referrals. So your job, the front desk job, everyone's job is to drive people to the networks, right? Driving the traffic to the networks every single day in the classes, at the front desk, all right? Driving people there. So this is the simple format. It comes with the plan from the owner first. That goes to the front desk. What is the front desk responsibility? Okay, what is the staff's responsibility? Again, coming from the owner. All right, and then I have a thing here that says offline, online. Your conversations offline should go online. So if you have a blog, if you have something, people do a blog and they wonder why their blog dies, okay? They do a blog because they think people are just going to find it. Your blog needs to be discussed in your classes. Your blog needs to be on an iPad that you hand out in your classes or to your parent area, right? And then you need to drive people to there and tell them to respond. Your Facebook discussion needs to be talked about in classes, all right? Whatever, everything you're trying to do on Facebook needs to be talked about at the front desk. All right, offline, online. When people miss this, okay, they're losing probably 30 to 50% of Facebook because now you're just hoping that people go there. You can't hope. All right, you can't hope. And then the final thing is the hookups. The hookups for all of your fans. All right, if you're not hooking them up, if you're not giving them the special deals, if you're not doing anything for them that's going to give them incentive, they're not going to share your content. They're not going to share anything you're doing. So you have to make sure you're doing that. This starts as soon as they walk in. As soon as they walk in, give them a discount for becoming a fan. If they're coming in to sign up for 6 weeks for $99, all right, as soon as they come in, all right, they become a fan, you can give them a discount. Now you can give them a discount towards their enrollment, all right? Maybe it's towards a $199 enrollment for the pro shop, for the material. Give them something. Give them $20 towards their 6 weeks for $99 if they get the actual package for clothing as well, which is shorts and a t-shirt. Current clients, give them a discount for becoming a fan. Who cares about the people that are not interested, right? I hear this too many times. Well, we talked to some of our students and they really weren't interested. Okay, again, you remember the numbers game? The ones that aren't interested, who cares? They don't want to become a fan or they don't want to be on Facebook. Don't pressure them. It's okay. It's not a problem. Move on. Takeaway number 3, the role of the experience, the customer experience. You hear this all the time with bigger corporations, and you got to start thinking about it inside your school. The experience, overall experience in your location. You can be one or the other with this. Okay, this one here, you could be this. You could be the rock star, okay, or you could be the person that's boring and is not producing any type of content. That's too busy. That's unorganized. That's not doing anything for their clients. That's not doing anything for the students. All right? Or you could be the rock star, the person that's giving out the great information, giving out the great content, helping people out, showing them everything they're trying to do, all right? Giving them questions, being involved, engaging with them, all right? It's not a lot of time. It's called time boxing, all right? 3 times a day. Get in there at 10 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and maybe when you go, right before you go to bed at night, or before you go home from the school, whatever. Or, go 2 times a day, all right? But involvement is critical. So what is their role? Okay, their role is contests, tips after classes, tips during classes, using Facebook to ask questions, shout-outs to your students. These are all common sense tips. iPhone or a mobile device, having that and taking videos of your students and putting it up there in real time. By the time you get your logo on there, good luck with that. All right, and then using Final Cut and becoming a production company like that, it's going to take too much time. Get someone's real testimonial up there when they say it. Get as many things that are people talking about your business, get it up there as soon as you can. Clips, parent testimonials, student testimonials, funny videos, no religion or politics, okay? You don't want to do this one, all right? This will hurt you. Offline events, okay? Offline events, talking about them, okay? At the events, and then driving them to Facebook. I'll give you an example of all of these, and they're all in the SMO course which we talk about. An offline event would be if you're doing something like a bully prevention seminar, all right, and you tell everybody to listen, we really want to help spread the word. All right, so you went over a couple of different tips. If everybody could just take some of these 5 key tips I'm going over on their iPhone and putting on your Facebook page, all right, or upload it to send it to a friend. It's so simple, guys. Things you just don't think about every single day. You are the media company. Promote yourself. Be the rock star. The best invention ever for our business is social media. Myth number 1, it takes too much time. If you try to brand everything on video, it will. If you do not use real time, it will take too much time. If you're using more than an iPhone or an iPad, it will take too much time. If you're looking at software editing programs for videos and you're becoming that much, you don't need to do that. Not yet. Wait till you start making a lot of money first and getting more students. If videos are more than 30 seconds or a minute, too much time. Myth number 2, my junior black belts handle my social media. Involved? Yes. Handled? No. All right? They should be involved, but they do not handle your social media. That's not the way it works. Myth number 3, my staff does not want to be involved. Get rid of them. Let them work in an office. I'm not talking about under 18 people. I'm talking about your full-time employees. They are in the wrong business. Martial arts schools, membership-driven businesses, that is the perfect business for social media. You can never have enough content. All right? So, when they say they don't want to be involved, then they're not helping. So they're hurting. So if they don't want to be involved with making content and producing content, or in some capacity, we're not saying they need to be on the first page of Facebook, but it's your job to get them to buy in. All right? And I don't have the time in this webinar to show you all the different reasons. You need to go through the courses. You need to have them watch it. You need to educate them. And it will not be an option in the next year. Okay, it will not be an option. Takeaway number 4, the reports you need or you're wasting time and money. So the first report is Facebook Insights. It's free. Second report is a reach. Right? It involves work. You notice I have work there. And then the final one is SMO campaigns. That costs money. All right? You must invest something into social media. Everyone says it's free. Okay, it is to a certain extent using the platforms. By optimizing and using the right tools, they're going to cost you money. All right? So if you're not investing in your traditional marketing, you're not doing Yellow Pages, what are you doing? All right? You must invest something into your marketing campaigns. So here's Facebook Insights. If you don't know how to use it, you just go to Edit Page, go to your settings, Manage Permissions, Insights. Really simple. And then you can see statistics based on the month. All right? Page overview. 1,400 lifetime likes. 300 new likes. Here's the reach report that I showed you. Okay, we've actually updated this since I made this in the past 24 hours. Okay, this is every day we're following our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter followers. And we're tracking the numbers, if it's going up or down. And we also are writing down the names of the person, and then we're sending them one of our Facebook like landing pages, okay, with a gift certificate that offers them some type of discount. SMO campaign report in Perfect Mind. This is for our social media clients. They have campaigns that track the amount of leads they're getting from their campaigns. And this shows you the leads that were generated from each campaign. Here's the campaign names, birthday party landing page, campaigns, focus kit, gift certificate, Lose 10 in 2010. All right, those are some ones that we did last year. You need to start with this so you can be ready for what is coming up. Right now, if you have 2 or 3 campaigns, that's great. In the next year, I'm predicting you'll have 20 to 30 campaigns. And then so that way you can make decisions based on science and data, not your feeling. I think it's a fad. I think this. I think that. Okay, well, you know what? The numbers don't lie. All right? Facebook, all these different things, you need to be involved with them. That's where you're getting the results. Takeaway number 5, the final takeaway. How to adapt, plan, measure, okay, and I'm sorry, in a plan. How to plan? 15 days prior to the month. The SMO library. Okay, I'll show you that if you want to at the end of the webinar. How are you going to hook up your fans? What are you giving to them? What is in it for them? All right? I'll show you the Champions Way page. Why people are fans of Champions Way. I'll give you 10 examples at the end of the webinar. If you're saying, I'm not getting an ROI, we are not getting students, it is not working, the reality is you are not working, okay? And the other thing I want you to think about with this is the wrong mentality. It's not a quick way to get students. It's not. There's no quick way to get students. Except I'll give it to Groupon or Living Social. And I don't know if they're the best students, but that is a quick way to get students. All right? But social media is not like that. You'll lose people. They will stop following you. You'll actually lose followers. Okay? So keep that in mind. How to measure? Measure it every day. Review with your staff. What are you doing wrong? Okay, what are you doing wrong? Are you involved? Are you involved in the process? Are you having staff meetings? That's the kind of stuff you need to do. How to adapt? By reviewing data and making decisions based on logic, not emotion.